Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We from Rosalia Group will present a case study on the topic "The world is getting unclearer to win global competition: U.S. import or export tariff policy and its implication for Indonesia." Previously, as a representative, I will introduce the names of the members we will present in this group. Introducing, my name is Dhiya Muhammad Azka with NIM 24610270, and I will present the material points 1 and 2. And then there is Marvel Faizal Rahman with NIM 2461 to 0272, and he will continue the discussion of point 3 and 4. And the last one is Sukma Putri Ramadhani with NIM 24610273, and she will continue the discussion of point 5 and 6. Political impact of U.S. tariff policies on Indonesia's political stability. First, the U.S. protection policies on steel, aluminum, agricultural, and electronic products may reduce the competitiveness of Indonesian exports. And the second, Indonesia's dependence on export means that affected sectors could face mass layoffs, potentially leading to social unrest and political pressure on the government. And the third, global trade uncertainty may erode investor confidence in Indonesia's political and policy stability. And then the action the Indonesian government can take: the first, economic diplomacy. It means strengthen bilateral cooperation through forums such as the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework. Second, export market diversification. Reduce dependence on the US by expanding trade with China, the EU, India, and ASEAN. And the third, strengthening trade missions ensures promotion of Indonesian export products abroad through embassies and the Ministry of Trade. And the fourth, WTO engagement. Bring unfair or discriminatory tariff practice to the World Trade Organization for resolution. Economic. Economic impact on Indonesia. The first one is a decline in export in manufacturing and agriculture, to lower trade surplus, to rupiah depreciation, to higher inflation. And the second, reduced foreign demand, to decreased revenue for export-oriented SMEs, to weakened domestic consumption. And the last one, the third, foreign investors may delay investment due to global trade uncertainty. Strategies to achieve 8% economic growth and developed nation status. First, downstream industrialization. It means focus on increasing the value added of natural resources, converting nickel into EV batteries instead of exporting raw materials. And the second, bureaucratic reform and investment incentives. It means use the job creation law and online single submission system to attract foreign direct investment. And the third, empowering SMEs and digital transformation. It means provide incentives and digital training for SMEs to access global markets. And number four, infrastructure and human capital development. Invest in roads, ports, and digital connectivity, accelerate vocational training and education in STEM fields. And the last one, fifth, exporting services. It means develop creative economy, medical tourism, and digital services as alternative export sectors.
Social impact of tariff on public welfare. The first, layoff in export-oriented sector increase unemployment and poverty. And the second, farmers may suffer income loss if agricultural export to the US are restricted. And the third, social economic inequality may widen, particularly affecting low-income groups. Okay. And social programs to mitigate negative impact. The first, unemployment insurance through BPJS provide unemployment benefit and reskilling programs. And second, pre-employment card program expand training and upskilling, especially for workers affected by export disruption. The third, productive subsidy for SMI, financial assistance for small business to diversify markets and products. The fourth, cash for work programs, temporary employment to sustain livelihood and domestic consumption. And next, technology. Impact on innovation technology adoption. Tariff could make import technology more expensive, slowing industrial innovation and digital transformation. And the second, over-reliance on US technology may hamper domestic development efforts. And steps to promote local technology development. And the first, R&D and innovation incentive. And the next, offer tax breaks for companies investing in research and technology. And next, university-industry collaboration. And next, encourage joint venture between academia and business to develop local innovation. And local content requirement and push for higher domestic component use in the products to boost national industry and strengthening startup ecosystem and provide access to venture capital, incubator, and startup-friendly regulation.
Next point is environmental. Environmental impacts of US tariff policy. Shifting exports to countries with looser environmental standards might lead over exploitation of Indonesian natural resources. Next, industries may resort to fast and cheap production methods that neglect environmental considerations. Integrating sustainable environmental policies in an economic strategy. 1. Green economy development. Focus on renewable energy sector like solar, bioenergy, and hydropower. 2. Carbon tax implementation. Create incentive for companies to reduce emissions. 3. Sustainable industry certification. Promotes green certificates GESO, RSPO to enhance export acceptance. 4. Reforestation and agroforestry programs. Balance industrial land use with environmental conservation efforts. Next point is legal. Legal perspective on US tariffs. 1. If US tariff violates WTO non-discriminatory principle, they can be challenged legally. Indonesia can purchase resources independently or forms alliances with other affected developing countries. Next, legal action. Indonesia can take 1. File petitions with the WTO. Challenge discriminatory U.S. tariff policies that violate most favored national MVN principle. Strengthen international trade legal terms. Build a capitally interest law within the Ministry of Trade and State-owned enterprises. 3. Utilize FTA is free trade agreement. Leverage bilateral or regional agreement to negotiate more favorable trade terms. Strategic recommendations for the Indonesian government. To countries, U.S. tariff policies and simultaneously target 8% economic growth and developed national status in Indonesian source. 1. Diversity exports, markets and products. Tap into emerging markets in South Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. Next, transition towards industrial downstreaming and agri-economy. Focus on strategic industries such as EV battery products, petrochemical, and bioenergy. 3. Strengthen digital and physical infrastructure, accelerates Industry 4.0 adoption, and expand national digital infrastructure. Next, ensure structural reforms and political stability. Warrants legal certainty, anti-corruption measure and regulatory consistency to attract investment. And last, enhance human capital. For reforms, vocations educations, promotes STEM fields and addition curricula with global industry needs. And thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.